to Rags to Riches. I'm Lauren, and today's video is part 2 of how I lost 1 stone for my wedding. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly recap what I did to do this. So first of all, I gave myself plenty of time because I knew this was going to be a lifestyle change and not just like one of these fad diets that where you lose all the weight really quickly, starve yourself, be miserable because you hate food. Yeah, well, you hate the food that you are eating, drinking, you know, all the rest of it. So, and that's just how you get into yo-yo dieting, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to change small things and try new things, but do it in a small way, if that makes sense. Like do small, slight things, changes, and lose weight progressively over time. So yeah, that is the first step. The second one was I do drink a lot of water. If I had a takeaway, I only had fizzy pop with my takeaway, and that would either be a diet or like Pepsi Max with like hardly any sugar, because sugar turns to fat, as we all know. So yeah, third of all, I started eating breakfast at 10:30, and it was Cheerios, 30 grams of Cheerios, which is 100 grams, and then a cup of tea, which is 50 calories. I just say 100 grams. I don't know. So yeah, that Cheerios and a cup of tea would be 150 calories. I don't have milk with my Cheerios, but you can do. I'm not gonna. This is just my little diet thing, okay? So yeah, then I started on breakfast, eating it at 10:30. Also, so because I would have my breakfast at 10:30, I'd had to go into the canteen at work and get my cup of tea, because I brought my Cheerios with me, because they were weighed out. I actually, whenever I was like, I really don't want to eat Cheerios today, I would walk into the canteen saying in my head, like, just because you want something sweet and nice and you're going to regret it after, don't do it. Like, don't do it. It's just breakfast. Just have your breakfast, have your cup of tea, stick to the routine. Don't go off your map, you know. And even if I did say that to myself, I was like, fuck you, brain. Basically, I would be like, keep healthy, because the things that they would serve at the breakfast in the morning would be sausages, bacon, toast, chips. They would serve chips because people start at 5:30 in the morning at work. I don't, but people would start at 5:30, so 10:30 is basically their lunchtime when you think about it, if you woke up at a normal time. So yeah, so there'd be chips, there'd be bread, there'd be fried bread, there'd be hash browns, cakes. So the only healthy thing to really eat there is the fruit on the fruit bowl. And so I would just, even if I really wanted something else, I would pick some fruit and my cup of tea. So yeah, that's just, I forgot to say that in the other video, so I just thought I'd say that now. Number 4 was that I had an exercise bike and I had small weights, and I started with that. Something small, and on the exercise bike I would only do 20 minutes a day. So yeah. Okay, the next one. So we're on to that was a recap. Now we're going even further of what I did. I actually bought a stepwatch. Now, trust me to talk about the stepwatch and not bloody wearing it today, because I forgot to charge it. So it's at home charging, but I'm only at the shop and I don't do many steps in the shop anyway. So I just use the stepwatch for when I work out and how much movements I'm doing. But I tell you what, I was actually really shocked of how little movement I was doing until I got the stopwatch and the stepwatch. Yeah, it's crazy. You don't have to buy a big flash one as long as it connects to your phone. Mine was only 50 quid and it's a Samsung Galaxy Fit 2, I think, something like that. So it was on offer from Curry's PC World at 50 quid, and I got it and I love it. So yeah. Yeah, so that's number 5. That's what I did, and it really helped me motivate myself and just be like, oh my god, you lazy sod. That's what I was telling myself. So yeah, number 6. Okay. So I would have my breakfast at 10:30 at work, and then I would finish at 2 o'clock. Yeah, and then I would just come home and then have something to eat. Only because I didn't get another break, so I only have 15 minutes break at work. That's all I get. Only because I don't work that much at the factory. So then, as soon as I come home, I'm like really hungry, and that is when I would binge. So I thought, right, I need a lunch that's quick, easy, simple, done. So I started having. Let's start with that. I love cucumber sandwiches with Lurpak. Now, I know you can buy these like healthy butter spreads, margarines. I'm sorry, but I can't give up my Lurpak. That's like the one thing I cannot give up at all. Hell to the no. No. Like, I don't mind buying like the knockoff brand of Lurpak, but Lurpak is forever in my heart. It might kill my heart, but it's forever in my heart. So yeah, so my lunch was a cucumber sandwich. Then with the cucumber sandwich, I would have 2 kiwis. Now the reason for having 2 kiwis is because this is going to be too much information, but it is a natural laxative, so it helps you go to the toilet nice and easy. That's as much as I'm going into with that one. So that's why I had 2 kiwis. And then I would have, if I had any bananas in, I would have a banana as well. Or I'd have a snack. Now, the snack video is coming out next week or in a couple of days. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to fit that one in. But there is a snack video coming, and I probably might do that one today. Might film it today and it's done. So yeah, snacks. Yeah, so that's just, I feel like that's just it needs a video for itself, and it'll only be a quick video. So yeah, that's what I'd have for lunch. That was my lunch every day. I also gave a rule. So you know how people have like a cheat day? Well, I thought if I have a cheat day, I'm just gonna be a lazy little munchkin, and so I thought, right, I'm allowed 1 cheat breakfast, I'm allowed 1 cheat lunch, and I'm allowed 1 takeaway a week. However, I can't do these on all the days, if that makes sense. Like, I can't have that all in one day. I can't have a cheat. So today I can't have a cheat breakfast, cheat lunch, and a takeaway tonight, because I'm just going to feel awful. I'm going to feel rubbish. But just to keep myself motivated and being like, okay, so Wednesdays is my cheat breakfast day. Okay. Sunday's my cheat lunch, so I'd maybe have like a Sunday lunch, and I would have like a pile of mashed potatoes. Do you know what I mean? So we normally either have, okay, let's go into something else actually. So do you know what I mean? Like so that was me changing my lunch. That was my lunch. So cucumber sandwich with Lurpak. And I also, so I did start on like normal white. I love white bread. I don't like brown. Forget it. Not even 50-50. No, I want white. Like the worst possible bread you can get. So then I went on to Warburton's Thins bread, which is, the thins they're alright. They're 100 calories a slice. So yeah, I like that. And then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go on gluten-free bread. Gluten-free bread tastes like, the texture's like cake. I don't mind it, but it's not white bread. However, it did work, like, with like bloating and stuff. So, because obviously bread does make some people bloat. But yeah, that was a fun experience in itself. So yeah, I'd have gluten-free bread with my cucumber sandwich. Well, on my cucumber sandwich. Okay, number 7 is I upped my workout. So I went from, what did I go from? 20 minutes on the exercise bike and small weights. So I upped my weights, or I changed the program of the weights. I do this quite often, like I change things up a little bit. And then I bought a running machine. Running machines can be quite expensive. Even second-hand ones can be 250 quid. I bought mine brand new just because I couldn't find one second-hand, and yeah, the ones I could find second-hand were like for parts, and it was just a joke. So yeah, so I got one brand new, which was like really expensive, and I absolutely loved it. Also, the reason why I bought equipment was because I have a young child. My partner's on different shifts every week, so I found it hard to go to a gym, and then the gym's like 30 quid anyway. And listen, I can get my steps in with my running machine. I don't have to run, I can walk on it, I can listen to a podcast on it, you know, when my kids are asleep. So that was the reason for buying a running machine. But yeah, I upped my workout a lot. So I went for the bike, weights, and then doing like push-ups, sit-ups and stuff, only 20. And then I did like 20 minutes of like dance workout. And I mean, this dance workout, I am dripping, like literal sweat is dripping, which is great because that's what you want. Then I also, because I had the running machine, I thought, right, okay, get my steps in, but what about running? I'm not a very good runner, totally unhealthy. So I did the Couch to 5K app, and it's an NHS app, and it's totally free, and it's really, really good. Really good to get your stamina up for running. Okay, that's enough about exercise because it makes me feel sick. Okay, so I also did measurements of my body, so my waist, hips, arms, legs, chest. Yeah, I did measurements of everything, and I'll tell you why I did this. So I also bought a really good scales, which were about 50 quid. I had some, but they were like Asda's, and they were rubbish. They were proper rubbish. So if you're going to, you know, wanting to be losing weight and stuff, buy some decent scales, because the ones that I had were just shocking. They were so bad. So yeah, buy yourself some decent scales. Anyway, I got to a point where I wasn't losing any weight, and I was trying different things. I was like, right, well, I'm not eating now. No, I didn't get that far. I did think it, but I didn't get that far of actually doing it. So yeah, because I'd done all my measurements beforehand, I measured myself again, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've lost so much, like inches, or I've gained inches on my arms, like in a good way, like muscle. So I was just like, wow, I've done, you know, I've not just lost so much, I've lost these inches on my waist or wherever, and I've gained them like muscle mass type of thing. So yeah, just do that, and then when you're ready for your low moment, because of like, right, I'm not losing no more weight now, what is going on, then do it. So yeah. Okay, number 9. So I changed my evening meal to healthy things, but it was like healthy, exciting things. So like things I really, really like. So I like salmon, I like prawns and stuff, and I tried chicken sausages, never tried them before. And then now I absolutely love chicken sausages. I don't know how good they are, but they were nice. And I have it with loads of veg. So yeah. So, but I got like a menu set out. Also number 10, we went from having 3 takeaways a week, and then we went down to 2, and now we're down to 1. Now 1 a week's fine, totally fine, and we take it in turns of what we're picking to eat. Sorry, I've got a really dry throat today. See, we took it in turns of what we're having to eat, which is really good. Yeah, and we would either have that on a Friday or Saturday night, just because why not? So yeah, that is all the steps I took. So do you see what I mean? Like it's a change that you have to do. You have to do it slowly. Like, okay, you're probably thinking, right, I'm going to do that all now. Don't. Just do one at a time. Write down, go back, listen to everything I've said, write it down, and then be like, right, okay, so first step, you're going to take your time. Plan your time of what you're going to do. Number 2, right, I'm going to buy myself a big water bottle. I'm going to carry it around with me absolutely everywhere and drink it all the time. So I fill mine up 3 times a day. It's enough. You don't need any more. Because I'm small, I don't need any more than that, or I'm peeing forever in a day. So yeah, do what makes you feel happy. Take it slow. Enjoy it. It's just small changes. That's all you're doing, and you better get used to it so you're not dying and of starvation or too much exercise, or you've drank like a frigging camel. Okay, I hope this helps you. If you want any questions answered, you can message me on Instagram. That's the best way to get a reply out of me, really. Also, if you subscribe, then I can give you a shout out of subscriber of the week, which I do on my Instagram, but I'm going to do one further down the line because I can, because I'm the boss. I'm the boss. So yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I hope, more importantly, you have great sales and you look after yourself and be happy. Yeah. Don't forget to comment below saying you're a new subscriber also. That's how you get your shout out. I forgot that bit. Bye.